Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. This is a video to go over homework number 92, which is our explicit formula for our arithmetic sequence. Please make sure you post it on Google Classroom so you get credit for it. Okay, so the first one, number 1, give me the explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence. Find the first 5 terms and the term named in the problem. Okay, so here they give us the formula, a sub n equals negative 11 plus 7n. So the constant is going to be your a sub 0, which is the same thing as our y-intercept that we know of from y equals mx plus b. And here the coefficient of the letter is going to be your common difference, what we know as slope when we do equations. So for this, pretty basic, you're just going to write the equation over. Anytime you see an n, that's where you're plugging in your value. Here n is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You get negative 4, 3, 10, 17, and 24. If you notice these numbers keep increasing by 7, that should make sense because it's all related to your common difference or what we know as slope in previous units. And then for 34, you should get 227. Okay, number 2, for the 12th term, you want to just fill into the equation, and f of 12 equals 34. Just make sure you keep changing it to 12. Okay, number 3, find the indicated term. So here you have to know, they're never going to tell you this, but you have to know, you have to come up with the explicit formula first. You need that general formula so I know what I could be plugging into, okay? No one should be plugging into this formula. You should only be plugging in to find a specific term to a general explicit formula for those values, okay? So here our a sub 1 is 2. In our common difference, it kept going up by 1.5. So I plug in a sub 1 is 2. Its common difference 1.5. I distribute combine like terms, and I get 1.5n plus 0.5. I now use that formula to come over here and plug in n is 15. So wherever I see n, I put a 15. I multiply and I add, and a sub 15 should be 23. So make sure that you are coming up with that original formula first, or that explicit formula first. All right, on the back, you want to find the term named in the problem and the explicit formula. So must do first, okay? You have to do the explicit formula first so that you can plug in. So it's just like the previous question we just did. So a sub 1 is 1, and your common difference this time is negative 6. Okay, so a sub 1 is 1. Again, when you put your common difference of negative 6, please, 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 you have to have the parentheses. Has to have parentheses around this, or it looks like subtraction. Okay, or it looks like subtraction, but we know that this is multiplication, so be really, really careful. Okay, you're going to distribute negative 6n. That's going to be a positive 6. Please be careful. And you put your coefficient and then combine your like terms, and you should get negative 6n plus 7. That should be your common difference, which it was from the beginning, and this should be a sub 0. Let's see if that's right. So a sub 1 is 1. If I go backwards and I add 6, we'll get 7. Good. Okay, so now you're going to use this formula, and wherever you see an n, you're going to put in a 38. So just put in a 38, multiply, add, and you get 221. Next, question number 5. Same process. So a is 11, difference is now 3. When you plug it in and combine your like terms, you should get 3n plus 8. Then we wanted to know a of 27, so plug in 27, and you should get a final answer of 89. Okay, number 6, given the first term of the common difference, find the first 5 terms in the explicit. So again, as stated above, you have to do this first. You have to get your formula first. They gave us a sub 1. They gave us negative 100. Make sure you must have parentheses. Must have parentheses. That's really not that good. Sorry. Must have parentheses. There we go. So again, so it shows multiplication. It does not show subtraction. So distribute. That gets you negative 100n. Negative from the negative is a positive. Whoops, that should be positive. Then you bring down your negative 100n, and you combine your negative 38 and your plus 100, and you should get positive 62. So now you're going to take this, and you're going to write that 5 times, plugging in here 1, 2 for n, 3 for n, 4 for n, and 5 for n. And you should get negative 38, negative 138, negative 238, negative 338, and negative 438. And you'll see each number is decreasing by 100, which makes sense because your difference was 100, negative 100. All right, and then the word problem. This is the one I'm most curious how you guys really did. I wish I could find out. Actually, I'll just check your homework. That's what I'll do. Okay, this came from a Regents question. Okay, this came right from the Regents. I did not make this up. A movie rental club charges $4.95 for the first month's rental. So when they say first, anywhere they say first, they're referring to A sub 1. Okay, the club charges $18.95 for each month. So we were doing y equals mx plus b, you would know that this would be your slope. Okay, what keeps happening over and over and over again. But we're doing sequences, so instead of slope, it's the common difference. Okay, so we have a sub 1. All right, this is your a sub 1. And now we have our common difference. And they want to know how much is the cost for 1 year. So what we want to do first is we want to come up with the equation, which we normally do first, right? So you have your a sub 1, $4.95. You have your difference of $18.95. You plug in your numbers, combine like terms, and you get $18.95 and minus 14. Okay, so you have to have this equation first. Now for 1 year, careful, you're not plugging in 1 because this is all about her month. Per month, so you have to convert this. But you should know that 1 year is 12 months, so n is 12. When I plug in 12, you should get $213.40. So if you got $213.40, you got it correct. The Regents also did allow this, so I did write it down. Some kids used kind of similar to what they did with y equals mx plus b. Okay, they did $18.95x plus $4.95. This, though, be careful, does represent the first month. So this is already 1 month in. So you have 11 more months. So that's where this 11 came from, and they got the same answer. Okay, I think this one makes more sense just because you're used to doing this, figuring out the formula, plugging in, but this was also acceptable. So $213.40 is the final answer. I hope you got it right. If you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to post your homework, and have a great day. Bye.